Jurgen, how satisfied are you with that result, that performance?
Very, of course. How you can imagine, it's a really tough place to come, and if you are not as concentrated or as focused as we were today, then I think it's impossible to get something here. So we were from the first second really spot on. I like the mix-up of being patient in different moments and being very lively in others. But a very good organization with a defending approach, idea, and it worked out. It was clear you cannot create chance in minute by minute, but so we scored a fantastic first goal, which I would like to give 40% to Andrew Robertson, because if he doesn't make the run in Phil's back, then I think the situation is completely different. But of course, it was fantastic of Phil. Roberto forced the second goal, fantastic third goal, and even when it looked a little bit like offside a second ago when I saw it, a fantastic fourth goal, and controlled the game in the second half. Came not really in trouble. That Bournemouth, I think, had one, maybe, yeah. Of course, we had a lot more than we scored, so I think it's pretty fair that they didn't use the one. That happened already really often against us. So I'm really happy about the full package we showed today, and it was difficult, and so we are really, satisfied.
Fourth place, you're happy to be in fourth place now? You're right up there in the
We couldn't be higher. We couldn't be since this morning. It was clear if we win, we are fourth, I think. So yes, I'm happy about that, but I didn't think about it, to be honest. Yeah.
You talked about Robertson there. He's had to wait a lot this season for a run of games, but how do you feel has he taken on board what you've been asking him to learn?
He had not to wait, he had to train and to learn. That's a different thing, and then only because everybody's asking, it looks like he has to wait. But I'm happy about it. He made a big step today, because the first two games were all good, but Robbo can do much better. He knows that, but it's normal. If you have to gain rhythm. We need to get more confident, and today it was a game where we really made the difference. The first pass, I think he played in the back for Roberto. Robert couldn't get it, but that was the idea, and he did really well. It's fantastic football players who are happy for him.
And I know you've spoken a lot about Mo Salah recently, but he scored again. That's 20 goals. It's just a remarkable achievement. He's scored so many so quickly.
Yeah, right. But what would have happened if he wouldn't score from now on? Then it's still 20 after the season, so I'm looking forward to that he stays in that shape, and we still play like this. And he didn't score against West Brom, for example. He could have needed it much more in that game than today, but things happen. I have no problem with it. I don't want to say I don't like it. As a manager, you don't like it too much. You talk always about Mo. He knows how much I respect him. I like him. And we talk about Fab Four. I don't like that name as well. So I cannot always use it. I don't think about that. I don't go home and think, my God, Moses, how good is he? And all the others. That's not how it works. So yes, very important player for us, like the others. But obviously, it's for him easy in the moment to finish the situations and then for other players, but we all know that hopefully it stays like this with Mo, for example. But Sadio Oxley has big potential in this, and Sadio as well. Adam Lallana is back, so we need to bring all together that we can play intensive football, not because we want to play intensive football, not only because the period is so intense that you have to cope with it. We have to deal with the situation, and for that we need all the players, and I'm happy that today we got even more important the 3 points as well.
Gentleman here then, Tony. Yes. Just give us a word on Bournemouth, if you wouldn't mind.
Very good. We saw okay, today I think we were difficult to play, to be honest. But what we saw so far in analyze, it's just good. It's just good organized, clear structure, stuff like this. So, but I don't think that this today is the game today showed the real face of Bournemouth. But it showed what we can do and how we can cause then Bournemouth in this moment then problems. So I don't think you saw a lot of the normal things, you see normally in a game from Bournemouth. So you know it better than I do. But that was mainly because of the performance of my boys. Really, that was really good. We were really good in the situations. Ready, everybody ready for defending. How many balls because probably everybody knows what a fantastic football player Surman is. And he, it was difficult for him to get the balls he usually get, and that's then how it is. So how I said, we had a defensive plan, and it worked out, and that's good.
Tony,
Do you think there's any chance that Manchester City can be caught this season? Is everybody fighting for the places behind them now?
But I don't know. I cannot. I don't have a crystal ball or whatever. But it looks like what I have to say. All my respect, they fight for that. Are not flying in the moment. They really work hard for it, and so well deserved. We could have won all the games. No, it's not their fault that they have so many points. For me, it looks in that moment like this. If they struggle like maybe nobody struggled before with the quality of Manchester City, then somebody should be there and use it, but I don't see it in the moment, that's all. But if I would have stopped working hard in the moment when I can't be champion anymore in the league, then I would not be here. So there's one team who can be it. Sometimes the decision is a little bit earlier, sometimes it's a bit later. We have so many things to play for, so I enjoy the season in a moment. It's really hard, it's really intense, it's unbelievable how many points you probably need at the end of the season to get anything. But most of the time we play, our football is really nice to watch and successful. But we play next Friday against Arsenal. Wow, that's a really hard one as well, and so looking forward to it. But
take more points this year to get in the top four?
I don't even know how many points we had last year, so I'm not like this. So 76.
And that was quite high for Liverpool.
Yeah, but I don't think it will be much lower. Let's say everybody's winning up there very often, so you need to carry on all the time. You need to stay on track. Really important. I don't know how many points. And it will not doesn't make it more likely when I say whatever I say, but it feels like obviously a lot of teams are in a good shape, but City wins all the games, and so it's difficult to get them. That's how it is.
guys, before we go.
With another transfer window coming up, can you kind of reflect on how the last one was perhaps so important in terms of keeping Philly and bringing in Salah? Really showed today how important that window was for you.
All the transfer windows are or were important. There's no doubt about that. But it depends too if you can you be busy or not. So or are you forced to be busy or not? That's how it is. There's nothing to say about. It's just another window, and we won football games with a completely different lineup. So we should. It's not if a club is dependent on one player, that would be really. Then you have really problems. No, I'm happy about my squad, but nothing to say about the transfer window.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.